Welcome, everybody, back with another book. This week we are reading Little Witch Hazel. I was searching through Amazon and I was looking for cute children's books, and I ran across this one and thought, oh, I want to know what this one's about. So I was able to check it out at the library, read through the whole thing, and it is just as cute as you'd imagine by the cover. This book is A Year in the Forest, so it actually has 4 parts: spring, summer, fall, winter. I'm only going to read summer today, and if you end up liking summer, you can hopefully check this book out yourself and read the other 3 seasons. So here we go. Little Witch Hazel, A Year in the Forest by Phoebe Wall. Skipping over to the second story in this book. This is Summer, the Lazy Day. It was the most beautiful day of the summer, and little Witch Hazel was busy. She had a million things to do, and it didn't help that everyone else in the forest seemed to be out enjoying the day. "Some of us have errands to run," she muttered as she went to return her library books. But it appeared that the librarian was on holiday. So, it seemed, was the post gnome, whom little Witch Hazel found napping in the sun when she tried to send a package. Hazel was sure that the cobbler would be open. She was always in her shop, and the little witch needed her boots before autumn came. But to her surprise, the cobbler, too, was out for the day. With a sigh, little Witch Hazel headed off on her next errand. Thimbleberries needed picking, and they, at least, would not be taking the day off. As she picked, a boat full of elves bobbed past on the nearby stream. "Hop aboard," one of them called. "I don't have time," Hazel replied grumpily. Was she the only one in the whole forest who wasn't relaxing? The sun was beating down, and little Witch Hazel was starting to get hot when she heard another shout from the stream. This time it was Wendell and Nadine. "Join us," they called. The little witch looked at the clear, cool, bubbling water. She looked at her friends' smiling faces. "Well," she said, "maybe just for a little while." And she hopped on, berries and all. "Where are we going?" little Witch Hazel asked. "Oh, nowhere in particular," said Nadine. The stream opened out into a pond, and Wendell, who was an accomplished sailor, steered their raft into the open water. Other small boats emerged to bob alongside their own, all full of chattering creatures enjoying the summer day. "Don't any of them have things to do?" little Witch Hazel wondered. "Oh, I'm sure of it," Wendell replied, "but nothing that can't wait until tomorrow." Little Witch Hazel sighed and dipped her feet into the pond. Her whole body seemed to relax as the cool water rushed around her ankles. All of her errands, which had seemed so very urgent, were beginning to feel further and further away. All she had to do was sit and listen and breathe in the fragrant summer air. As dusk fell, a faint tune wafted across the breeze. It grew louder as they approached an island where glowing lights were strung up between the reeds. A band was playing, and from their boats, beasts of all shapes and sizes danced and clapped and sang along. The friends were getting hungry, so Wendell dropped anchor and they shared a picnic supper while the band played. Nadine unwrapped her tea cakes, Wendell bartered with a nearby gnome for some cheese, and little Witch Hazel shared her berries. It wasn't until the moon rose that Hazel, Wendell, and Nadine began to make their way home across the now glassy, quiet pond. What a wonderful day, thought little witch Hazel contentedly. Perhaps tomorrow I'll get something done. The end.